Hello gang, I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching Transport Fever live and direct, coming at you from a Metropolis style thing. There was a bit of a wiggle in the track there that I hadn't anticipated. Anyway, we're riding on board the brand new trains that we set up last time around. Well, I said trains, train, singular, that we set up last time around. And we're currently heading for Dortmund at a fair lick. Actually, not that much of a lick. Apparently the top speed of this loco is 190 some odd. And we're barely scraping over 130 there. Obviously, the track speed here is 120. Whoop, bit of a bump, and that's okay too. Now we're currently carrying virtually no passengers at all, but I don't blame the passengers for that. It's simply that they're not yet aware of the wondrous possibilities that await them by riding on board this new service. And that's okay. Anyway, it's been a while since we commented on the state of the passengers, and here they are. They do walk rather stiffly, and they are still watching the skies for the impending invasion. Anyway, we're now heading towards Wellington, and that's going to take us over the flyover. So we're going to stay on board for that because honestly, why wouldn't you? As a train that's come from somewhere, Barcelona, I'm guessing. Pulls in. Oh, yeah, good steam sound there going on. We're going to get a bit of a crossover here. I possibly should have put a signal before this lot. What are the signals I've got? Some of them look wrong. No, they don't look wrong. They look okay. Anyway, here we go. Look at that for an angle. That's not good at all. That's not smooth. This certainly isn't good. Oh, and we've got a bit of ballast lying over the track there. I'm going to need to fix that. That's not successful. Anyway, who really cares? Right, over there in the distance, is that the coal train we can see there? No, that's the East Coast main line. I don't even Eastern Hemisphere main line that we can see over there, ploughing its way over a bridge. Why are we only doing 60? Come on, dude, open the throttle up. Crank it up another couple of notches. That's what people do. I mean, I sort of half hoped we'd get something coming underneath here, but I guess it was not to be. And we're continuing on. There's a train. There's a steam train coming in the opposite direction, which is probably another one on the Eastern Hemisphere main line. I've come to the conclusion that this Milwaukee's gutless because its acceleration is woeful. Now, maybe I could get around that, because it almost doesn't matter how streamlined these carriages are. It's not going to get us very far if the train can't get it up to speed. But as mentioned, it is quite a nice long route, and therefore, it should have plenty of opportunity to get up to a respectable speed. I mean, that's an uphill section, which might account for a little bit of slowness. Oh, look, over there on the right, you can see some goods action going on at Hub 2. That's the one with the leading and trailing locomotive. Oh no, isn't that nice? Now we've just gone over the coal line as we going to hit up this bit of coastal section here. This has turned into something of a travel log we've got going on here. Now we'll see if we get close enough to that steamer that's ahead of us that we have to wait at a signal. But given my predilection for plenty of signal blocks, that shouldn't be the case. Anyway, here comes one of our sister units. Ahoy, sis. Rock and roll. And here we are in the perilous valley of the river as we work our way gradually towards Wellington. Still picking up speed. Not much, though. Only 124. And we're definitely closing in on the train that's ahead of us, which is jolly exciting. Yeah, we got a signal. Got a signal. No, signal's good. Go on. Put your foot down. Come on. Let's see how close we get. This next signal, is it going to let us through? I don't think it is. I don't think this next one's getting. It is letting us through. Oh, bless me and my numerous signal blocks. Oh, look at that. That's the mysterious experimental going on there, and it seems to be packing. That's quite good. There's another sister. That's unfortunate, because it means that you've just cleaned out all of the passengers that we were potentially going to bring. Oh, how close are we going to get to the goods service? I don't think they go completely in. Oh, look at that! It's crossing over the line. I didn't time any of this. I don't know if you could tell, but I didn't. That's brilliant. Wow, we're really getting to witness the fitness here, and that was well worth the price of admission. Anyway, we're rocking and rolling again, and there's the little Alco. He's not bringing anything back, but then I wouldn't necessarily expect it to. Hello, little Alco. Truck doing its thing over there. Look, yeah, this is all jolly scenic. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend the entire episode doing this. I'm not going to take you all the way back to Vancouver. That would just be ridiculous. But we'll certainly finish up in Wellington and then roll a bombastic intro, because why that feels like an appropriate time to do so. Anyway, in we come, and ease it off some. Wiggle around the corner. Don't wiggle too quickly or you end up in the drink. Is anybody waiting for this train? It's very doubtful, given that Wellington is the smallest town on the map, and we're coming from Dortmund, which is not the biggest. Oh no, there's one. That was one. At least one passenger we're going to get here. Brilliant. Well worth it. Totally not going to be losing a ton of cash on this route, I tell you that much. There we go. As predicted, we have one passenger on board, and that's sure to make me all the money. No, we've lost a grand total of 1.3 million on this train so far this year. Never mind. So last time we introduced this new passenger setup. Now there are 4 trains on here. How much do you actually end up with? None. Brilliant. Good. One hopes that these passengers are going to get the idea. And also, actually, adding this route in should have a pretty dramatic effect on demand and growth, rather, for Dortmund. Because the more places you hook it up to, the more tremendously it grows. But you've just cleaned out everything. These trains clearly need to space out a little bit further. You've only lost 500,000. Well, that's a small mercy, I suppose. You've lost 1.6 million. That's not a small mercy. That's the other thing. That's not mercy at all. That's terrible. Now, where's number 4? One wonders if it is ahead somewhere. We're just going to try and hunt it down. I did buy 4, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Definitely bought 4, which is way more than I need at the moment. Let's have a look. Vancouver, Wellington, we've got 67 passengers waiting. That's a bit more like it. And once these trains space out a bit, then you'll start to get a bit more money being made. And already the townsfolk of Vancouver have gone, quick, let us erect a shrine to the glorious bulldozer's magnificent achievements in our fair town. See, it's like I timed it. And instead they've built this little industrial building right next to the station. One wonders how they afford the ground rent, because clearly this is a premium location. Look at all these people walking around. Do I not have buses here? Surely Vancouver has been set up with some kind of bus route. It hasn't. All right, we'll start here. I didn't really have an agenda coming in. I don't know if you spotted that or not. I have a couple of things that we're going to achieve today, but let's do a bus route, because that's not helpful. Because that will make a bit of a difference to getting this all working a little bit swifter. Now then, I don't think you're going to fit that. What's this? High capacity road station. Okay. Really? You're a bus station, are you? Well, I haven't really got a town big enough to warrant the likes of you, my friend, but splendid nonetheless. What else have we got going on here? Because obviously we've got a whole bunch of new stations of the pedestrian steps. Let's do... Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Yeah. I'm sure I can find a practical application for that at some point. Anyway, let's stop just chuntering away and do this. This is supposed to be quite quick. What do we like? Let's go traditional. Right, we'll plunk that in here and there. And we'll work that. Let's have a look. I'm going to do my standard format kind of figure 8 approach. Let's get some road up to enable me to do that. Large street, no, medium is going to be the watchword here. Right, you out there. Perfect. You cross over that. Lovely. Okay, so if we come from the station and we come trundling down here and we put a stop in about there. There's the bridge, though. Oh, all right, maybe it's not going to be a traditional figure 8 then. And then we'll head up round here and then we'll go round there and then we'll come back and over the bridge. Weird, but I like it. And then we'll stop over here somewhere maybe. And then we'll head out this way, stop over here, rock and roll back over in this bit, somewhere around here-ish. Will probably be quite nice. Back in time for crumpets, tea, and medals. Right, okay, let's go and make that happen. Okay, so we said that we like this bit. Now you've got a bit of an overlap going on there. Do you want that much? Oh, that's a lot of overlap you've got going on there. Maybe a little further out. Not a dramatic amount of effect going on there, but so be it. And then we'll do the next stop just over this side. And then we're going to rock and roll round here. Yeah, that makes sense. Where we'll stop here. And then we'll feed it up round in this way. And we'll stop just outside this goods station. Come round this side and just about like somewhere around here would be nice. Have we seriously got any? Yeah, we have got some space there. And then round here, and we want to get back to the bus station next to the station. Let's do that, and then we'll make it work. Right, here we go. And kill that off. Turn it a funny colour, orange, and action. We will go from this one to that one. Yeah, already you've chosen a route that I would not necessarily have advocated. You have got stops on both sides of the street. You could have gone the other way. All right, anyway, once you're out there... No, this was not what you intended to do. At least, make a nod towards the plan that you had originally. And then round there, and then over this side. Bosh. And then wallop. That's it. Terrific. Okay, yeah, that works. That's all dandy. And then we'll go back the other way. So that one, and then 7. Yep, you've done something reasonably sensible there. 6. Hold on, have you though? What are you doing? So you're coming in here, and then you're going to go up there, round, back this way. Yeah, all right, that works. No, you can't do East Street twice in a row. I mean, you probably could, but I wouldn't. Why are you doing it like that? There you go. See, that's smarter. That's using both sides of the road, that is. And then Meadow Street. And then Locust Street. Good. And then back to home base again, and we're off and rolling. I don't think that's going to be the most efficient thing I've ever made, but then I'm not that fussed. Vank Commuter is in business, and we will build ourselves a depot, and we will get stuff rolling. And maybe this will spur into life the metropolis that is Vancouver, and turn it into something that is more metropolitan. Metropolitan. There you go, that's the word. Right, okay, road vehicles. Now then, we did have the Route Master just turned up, but I'm afraid of it because it only appears to be half a bus. So I'm not going to click on that. Instead, we will go for, I don't know, what looks good, 50 kilometres an hour, 50 kilometres an hour, but more on board. Obviously, with this one, you stick a couple of people on the roof rack or something. Or we can go for this Leyland. I don't think we will go for the Leyland somehow. I think we'll go with this Saurer, Tusha. Or will we? Why are we debating this? No, you know what? I'm going to go with the American here. Let's go with the twin coach. 1, yep, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should do the trick very nicely indeed. Vank Commuter. Go. There we are. Right, and we're rolling. Okay, and then with a bit of luck, that will start to beef up the Vancouver operation quite nicely. Actually, these are a pretty classic US bus design, and therefore it is welcome. Make them a nice colour. You know, I did it in orange. There you go. Have some orange. Maybe they're all school buses. Maybe they're not. Anyway, we'll leave that going. I'm not going to look at how successful that new line is until later in the episode. So let's leave that alone then. Now then, next up, I did promise that I was going to apply something new to the commuter route. I mean, I'm just in a mood to do the swoopy flypasts when the opportunity presents itself. There you go. There was one. I hope you liked it. Now, you're waiting for a free path, which means that you're going to be my first subject. Now, these have been in operation for all of about 15 minutes. How long have you actually been in operation? Anyone? 4 years. Feels like 15 minutes. All right, kill that off, and in your place, in your own time, when you're ready, don't you crash on me, thank you. Diesel, yes. The Bud RDC. I've never used this before. Let's go with 2 of them if we get a chance. I think that will look pretty good. And that gives us 46 capacity on each of these, which is splendid. And we'll make that 31 million that's going to cost. Holy mackerel, that's a lot of money. Sure, yeah, it's only money. I'm happy with that. And I think we've got 2 passing each other here. So let's go watch as the transition occurs. Oh, they sound exactly the same, but these look like commuter trains to me. Could just be me, but that's what they look like. Find the, what's it? I'm no longer happy with the blue. We want something a little bit more, I don't know, Metropolis-esque. Yellow. The yellow kind of goes with the blue that's already in there, because it's got these yellow stripes which don't get replaced, so we'll go with yellow. There we go. Right, let's go watch a little further down the line, because the trouble we were having here before was that there were too many trains on the line to space correctly. Now, is that still the case? It certainly looks like it's going to be. Here comes one of the new ones, which are a little quicker. But hey, that's not bad. Look at all of this evil being belched into the air. I mean, you say evil, it's not necessarily evil, it's just incredibly polluting. Look at it, it's just black. I mean, you wouldn't want to stick your trumpet up against that and inhale deeply. You'd never be able to sound like Dizzy Gillespie doing that. Right, okay, so that's good. I like that. That's not bad at all. Now then, I'm going to have a look at profit earning on a per train basis, but not because we're looking at profit. What we're looking for is, what's the stuff I should have replaced a while ago? Thank you, autosave. How lovely to see you. You've turned up at an appropriate moment where I was about to start doing something. And instead, I'm going to wait for you to do your job. Thank you. And Brussels to Shanghai is 55 years old with 42 capacity. The Euroloop Widdershins has got 32 capacity. My goodness me, these chaps are very much in need of an upgrade. Brussels, Shanghai, let's start there. Let's go say howdy. Howdy. Oh, look, it's the Duke of Cornwall. And its sister train, the Duke of Cornwall. You know what? I'll tell you what. For the next Fever that comes out, the ability to actually do individual nameplates on trains would mean that I wouldn't just leave things named as Train 27. I might actually do naming of every single service, especially if it did kind of a name plaque on there or something like that. Anyway, we need an upgrade for this. But before we do so, we should just appreciate everything that's going along here. I mean, this is some old world, new world drag racing we've got going on. Yeah, let's just do that. Although the drag race is now over, given that one's going the other way. More's the shame. Anyway, right, this is not going to get up to a blistering pace, I don't think, and is very much going to be far happier if we stick something new on there. Let's have a look and see what we've got to play with. Now then, we're not going to look at electrics just yet, although let's have a look at the collection. I would quite like to run the GG1 again. It never got a fair crack in the last series. It was running a route that I had absolutely no chance of making any money on. So maybe I should do that before it becomes obsolete, which arguably it probably already is. Let's have a look at Steam, because we've still got some fun time late Steam stuff that we could be playing with. We've got the Black Great Westerns going on there, and we've used those quite extensively. Now then, we seem to be topping out. What are we doing here? 80. Any advance on 80? No, we've topped out at 80. So faster than 80, and it's an improvement. We've got this Austrian, and its friend here, this Austrian. We also have the Kriegslock, which does 80. It's just not fast enough. I mean, it would basically be a direct replacement. We'd be no better off by switching those over. The 3P? No. Let's have a look at diesel action. You've got a tandem, not a double. You've got a tandem Alco, which is not going to be appropriate at all. Actually, this one might suit the Zephyr. Although, to be honest, I use the Zephyr in every series, so I might just not this time. 93, yeah, that's a good strain, if ever I saw one. Clearly, it's far too slow to be a passenger service as its primary modus operandi. Too soon for wagons. What else have we got here? TZ2 is that's what we were just looking at. This isn't going to do it for me. I think we're going back to Steam, everybody. Right, okay, so do we go for the direct replacement and use the Kriegslock? I'm tempted to do so, even though it's a bad idea. Simply because, I'd quite like a look at it. In fact, I can't be certain I haven't already used it somewhere. These trains are very old. And what are we looking at? 164 versus what we're currently hauling. What are we working here? The 443252. 443252. We can probably go back quite a way before we find it. Choo-choo. I mean, we could just put an A1 on here and that'd be faster. You know what? I think we might just do that though. Yeah, maybe. Or do we go with these Scotsmen? I know the A1 is just the straight replacement. Anyway, stay focused. Don't get distracted by stuff. How far back have we got to go here? Right the way back here. So incept date was 1895. So you're looking at 56 years ago. So these were brand new when they were introduced to the network, and quite a lot's happened since then. All right, since it's going to be kind of hold on. That's exciting looking. I haven't used one of those, and it does 120. Sold. We'll take it. Okay, we should be looking at replacement, right? And then passenger cars capable of 120 that are Austrian in nature. I mean, as you can see, we're starting to enter, mid-century BR wagons going on there. Wagons, carriages. Get your terminology at least somewhere in the right vicinity. So let's go first class. No, if I recall correctly, someone objected to me putting first class right next to the loco because they fill with smoke. So we'll go with currently capacity of 44. So I think 80 will probably do the trick. Like that. I think 100 would be better though. Yeah, let's not muck about. And actually, we're double indexing there on the first class. This is a service for rich people. 20 million, sure. I'm all about that. So we got those replacements going on. I want to see one of them happen. How far have you got to go to the next station? What's this coming in? That's a Mikado coming in, probably, or something of that kind of ilk. Oh, there we go. Oh no, this is the intergalactic goods transporter, which intergalactically transports virtually nothing at all. Alright, fair enough. So be it, I suppose. Right, let's call up them both, and then we'll see which one enters the dojo first. You're going to Barcelona, you're going to Shanghai, you're going to pass each other, aren't you? Yeah, see, look, he's on triple track, you're on triple track. Here comes the train. Choo-choo. Right, hop sides. There we go. Seamless. Seamless transition there from train to train. Waiting at a signal for something. What are you? There. Oh, hold on. You'd have been able to find out if you stayed on board. That's the Barcelona Transatlantic, look. Let's get back on. Because that's the kind of mood I'm in. Oh, you're running a Super Hudson. Okay, cool. What a lot of fun that train is. But then, you know, I like a bit of Art Deco. What can I tell you? Right, here we are. And it would be nice if this transition had happened a little bit earlier. But to be honest, it's a nice day to be checking out the view. And as we head in towards Barcelona, Barcelona's really started to grow quite nicely lately. It was neglected for quite a while, and I apologise for the mix of the old and the new as far as track is concerned. There's a sinister... I mean, that's a rather funereal service, that one, heading in the opposite direction. It looks the part, but there you go. Right, let's see what we end up with as far as passengers are concerned. There we go, that's the one. We can kill that off. Presto, changeo, new traino. There it is. 100 capacity. It won't get the full capacity because obviously it's a new train and therefore it doesn't want to. Ooh, oh, cheeky. Good whistle. Like it. I need to find a reasonable vantage point here with which to witness it. Nice big puff of black smoke. And that's an A1-ish, I hope. There we go. We're off. We're running. Well worth it, I say. Let's paint it a funny colour. When I mean funny, I mean, you know, something that's relatively in keeping with the mood of the piece. I'm always going to go for grey quite early on. Oh, you know what? That's pretty handsome. That's more handsome. And there's your first class yellow line going on there. Right, grand. I can't even Colonel Cam keep up with the thing. There you go. You can if you zoom out a bit. Well, I don't know about you, but that certainly makes me happy. Right, okay, so we've got the GTEL first generation Union Pacific. Now, it looks like a freight train, possibly is. It's also got one of those, and that's good too. There's an aeroplane there, look, but we're not using aeroplanes at the moment. I haven't entirely ruled out the use of aeroplanes in this series, but they have yet to make an appearance. Ships, forget it, not going to happen. They're not going to contribute to the overall aesthetic of what we're building here. This signal is filthy. We'll sit and wait for this to happen. There's the funeral train again. In fact, I think that's a different funeral train. Grand. Okay, good. Replacement number 1 made. Let's hope the next one is not quite as expensive. Euroloop, Widdershins. Come here and speak with me of the problems that you are facing as the solo train running this route, which may be the reason that it is struggling so hard to make any cash. That, coupled with the fact that it's only got a 32 passenger capacity. We're going to change all that up. You're going to be high drama any moment now. Now then, let's go for something else. What have we got on there at the moment? That's worth knowing, I suppose. Details. You are a... That's exactly the same unit. So it's another Duke of Cornwall. So we can go for something. You know what? Actually, if we're all running on your own, I will say as acceptable, you can be the pioneer, Mr. Zephyr here. And I'm going to double you up. All right, you're gonna have two of them. It's going to look a little bit odd. Actually, it's going to look too odd. Yeah, sorry, no, it's going to look too odd. So let's have a look and see what sort of grunt this thing's got. 177. The track is rated at 120. Might be time to upgrade the track for the Euro loop. Now I could bang on some ill-matched carriages with that as well. You know, I'm over it. No, sorry, not today. Not happening. What else have we got going on? Nothing more in the diesel arena right now. We could go electric. What do? You do 160. Right, I'm doing it. It's happening. We're going to electrify the Euro loop Widdershins, which will electrify bits of everything. I know this is an American locomotive. I'm not new here. 160 American, please. And I know that we're running this in the European district that we've got going on. So just pray that I don't start mixing things up even further. If you are in any way Puritan about this stuff. What do? 225, way too fast. 160 Milwaukee, that's the chap. We'll go with capacity, so that's 36, 72. Let's do 6. It's electric. It's going to be absolutely fine. We'll stick replace now on, which it's not going to let me do. Alright, okay, so what we need is the route, and then we need to electrify and high speed the whole thing. That's going to take a minute or two, isn't it? It's also going to cause some high drama when it comes to stations. Oh, brace yourselves, folks. This is about to get real. We'll do both sides. That way we've done both sides, and that's always beneficial. You know what? I'm also going to take this moment to remind myself of just how wretched it was upgrading track in Train Fever. Because in Train Fever you had to spend a very long time looking for the exact piece of track that you wanted to upgrade. In fact, I recall one 45-minute episode where I had to find a piece of track about the length of my thumbnail to upgrade in order to finish things off. Right, okay. So, you know, just be grateful for small mercies. And the track upgrading system is far improved from the humble beginnings. Right, we're going to need to go all the way around this corner, and I can't really tell which bits I've done. Have I done that corner? I don't think I have. Oh no, we can make out the green underlying it. This bit doesn't look like it's done, but I don't really need it to be done, but I think I'll do the whole station approach. Because, what the heck is that whistle? I've not heard that one before. Brilliant. There you go, you're red, and now you're green, and that means it's done, I think. Oh, the opportunities for this not to work are significant. There you go, yeah. Do the lot. And then when we upgrade the full thing, because obviously with this being a rest of world / European segment, there's whistles everywhere, nobody's happy about it, everybody's complaining about the electrification. They're all going, oh no, it's just so ugly. I'm going to stop complaining. Now then, this will either work or it won't. Apparently it's going to work. Okay, well, I'm surprised, but I probably shouldn't be. Right, okay, moving on. Back to the old upgrading here, and we'll just stick with the Euro loop section for this minute or two, and then we'll worry about the rest of it when we have to. There you go, keep going. I can't believe I'm only running one train on here. And I wonder if that's because it's never made any money, or if it's the reason it's never made any money. I know what some of you are going to say, because you folks are very keen on voicing your agenda when it comes to, no, you should have 7,000 trains running on there. Construction's not possible. I'm pretty sure it will be with the right amount of coaxing. There you go. See, it's possible. All right. Okay. This is coming along. That's it. Keep it going. And you never know. All these upgrades might mean we actually get a bit more turner speed out of some of the other services that we're running. It might not mean that, of course, but you know, I live in hope. Oh, that's the best possible place you could have stopped. Well done, you. Keep it moving. You've actually got some cargo on board for once. Right, you get in there, and you missed a bit, and you still missed a bit. Go on, it's around. That's it. Yeah. No. No. Yes. Yes. Excellent. And then we stroll on to... Oh, look, it's another station approach. How delightful. I'm going to do this now just because if this town upgrades much further, it's going to alignment collage my everything when I try and do it later. You missed a... That's a bit you missed there. Now, you see this? Imagine that, but one sleeper in length. And that's you know, the reality of doing this in Train Fever frequently. You can't actually get at that bit. And it's definitely broken because you can see the overhead wires have got a break in them. Or I thought I could, but maybe that was just camera clipping type stuff. Alright, we'll leave that. That's not going to haunt me. No, not even slightly. Let's try it again from a distance. No, you're going to have to relay that if you want it to work. Oh dear. Well, that's not what you want, but it's what you've got, so, you know, cheer up. Trot on. Right, okay, come on. Let's get... This is just... Come on, just fill it. And there's another bit that I can't do. Alright, actually leaving that larger bit that I can't do as well is I know weird though it might be, is actually beneficial, because it means that I'll have to come back. Now then, we get around the corner here, and we need to electrify this lot. Now, some of this track, I have a sneaking suspicion I didn't lay that long ago, and at the time some of you may have said, why don't you just electrify it now, man? Just, you know, get it done when you're laying it for the first time. And it's because I like to leave my my catenary poles out in the shade for as long as possible before deploying them all on the same weekend. Rail replacement bus services as far as the eye can see. Right, okay, how are we doing here? You look like you're green, and then we wait until you look like you're not green, you're red, and then we do another bit. There you go. All of this will have some electric happening at some point in the future. I don't doubt it. And I know that there is the mod out there that does the third rail approach to electrification instead. But in case you didn't catch it when I said it before, is I don't like it because the whatchamacallit, the pantograph is still upright on the train, and therefore it looks a bit odd. So I would rather suck up having electric poles flipping around the joint than having, you know, pantographs up when they realistically shouldn't be. Right, are we nearly there yet? We seem to have been doing this for most of the week. And, you know, frankly, I want to get on to replacing a few more trains. I mean, I suppose the upside is that I'm actually earning some cash while we're doing all this, so I might be able to afford to actually do another train. But nonetheless, you know, this is less than wonderful at the moment. Right, let's do all of that lot. There we go. Onwards. There you go. Yeah, good. Bit of straight track makes this job much easier. Or when I say straight track without any faffing around with junctions, makes all of this a lot more straightforward to pull off. There we go. Do some of that and a bit of this. Give it some of that as well. Magical. Right, onwards. Next lot. Junction. Come on. Junction. That's it. Do the what's it. Fight the power. And the next chunk. And the next. How long is this track? My goodness. No wonder it doesn't work. Right, I definitely need to deploy another one of these. And that's going to be difficult because oh no, I'll use my send out a different service caper again. I'll send out a solo something to then replace it later on. Because that was quite a smooth ninja move, that one. Right, let's electrify all of this approach. Yeah, everyone's complaining with their whistles. Whistle posse, show your bulldozer love. And then Wolverhampton, which is the end of the line, mercifully apply. Right, okay, good. Well, we've got a couple of station upgrades in there. Hold on, something's broken. Train 46 is going... What? What's the problem there, Tiger? You're on the Euro Loop Spinwood. Well, I haven't removed any of it. Try that. Alright. Don't go to Wolverhampton then. Go to Barcelona. See if I give a monkeys. Off you go. Stop complaining. Santa Ana Sawmill still complaining. I know why the Santa Ana Sawmill is still complaining, and that's absolutely fine. It's perfectly within its rights to do so. Right, here we go. So, now, let's see if we can replace it. If we can't replace it, it will be because I've missed a bit of electrification. I can replace it. I have not missed a piece of electrification, although there is the very real possibility that instead what I've done is forced it to develop its own new fangled route. And you're missing some trains here. Get in. Electrification notwithstanding, it's always worthwhile watching these chaps fly past. Right, okay, so I'm going to deploy another train onto the Widdershins, and that means, well, anything really. Let's just send out something that we've not seen before. I mean, it's as good a reason as any. Let's have a look. I know what we'll send out. Right, where'd it go? All of these Black Edition, well, the BR Edition Great Westerns. Just imagine that you've seen those in this series. Okay, you all good about that? Right, Kriegslock, you sir are our patsy for this operation, and I need you to go on the Euro Loop Widdershins. There you go. And then we'll come and catch up with... What's your problem now? Oh, okay. You're reporting a problem. Hold on, wait for the tooltip. Could not connect all the stations. Okay. Oh, no. Krakow's where I was having junctioning problems earlier. Oh, no, that's not really the great view that we were hoping for there. Here we go. Oh, and there was me trying to avoid all of the military-themed trains. And we have accidentally deployed one. Krieg. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. Krieg generally means war. Oh well. Right, off to Krakow. Now then. Show me where it hurts. Turns out it hurts in quite a few places. Alright, well let's do all of these. And we're going to keep going until this this red symbol here disappears from view. Come on, there you go, do that. I don't think it uses this line at all, but it's not going to stop me upgrading it, given half a chance. Given half a chance. Oh, do come on. Alright, turn that off. And where is your... Where are you having difficulties with this as a concept? I don't really want to remove any of this, because this is all... I mean, this is all some... There's a lot of legacy in here that was a bit of a faff to set up in the first place. Alright, okay, keep looking. It's going to be this bit, isn't it? It feels like it's going to be this bit. Alright, hit the pause. I'm going to regret this. Here we go. We're going in. Which bit was it again? That bit. Okay. Oh, no. Right, okay. Have some faith, baby. It's going to be fine. Alright, there's that. Now then, that's not going to work, so we're going to need to remove this. And then we're going to need to find the points which are here somewhere, and rock and roll you out in parallel with that one. Pretty sure it was that one. Alright, that's fixed now. Yeah. Has that resolved it? No. You want Krakow platform 3. Where's the station building? Right. 1, 2, 3. This one. You want to come in on there, do you? Well, I suppose you can if you want to. So where am I missing? Oh, hold on. It could be this bit. All right. Let's. While we're still paused, let's. Oh, all right. Fine. Delete all of it. I've got a sense of confidence now that that first one went off without a hitch. Oh, this is not going to go without a hitch. Yeah. Oh, you need just that little bit. Just. Oh, this is. The more you do, the more perilous it becomes. Okay, it's done it. It's not perilous. It worked. Okay. All right, good. Okay, this all looks, apart from here, better. Let's... Oh. All right, you've got a diamond crossing in there. Remember, you're going to need to put that back in. Right. You onto this bit. Oh, dear. That's a wiggle. Maybe I should stop griping until it actually becomes a problem. Or maybe the griping is actually what is helping me accomplish this at all. Right, get me a diamond in here. That's near enough. Go on, don't complain, don't complain. Yeah. All right, good. Oh, well, we've perplexed another train there. How's that looking? Platform 3. Should still not have a problem with this because I've electrified the station already. So maybe it's something the other side. This is platform 3 exit. Whoa, where are you going? Krakow to Barcelona. Krakow, Barcelona. You're coming out this way. You have to. It's kind of the law. Maybe it's because I'm trying to get it into platform 3, although that's a passing track. So this should be platform 3 here, potentially. Let's speak with the station and find out for sure. Oh, sure, that's helpful. Station platform 1 that's not going to work. Platform 2 doesn't like that either. Platform 4. Okay, that's platform 4. Good, which means the one next to it's platform 3. So wherein lies your problem there, friend? Because I'm a problem-solving kind of a guy, and I'm here to solve your problems. Where are we? It's got to be around here somewhere. This lot's already all upgraded. Have I just missed a bit of junction somewhere, maybe? This all feels like it's already, you know, tickety-boo, but... and I'm hoping that I'll get a cursor change or some such. Maybe it is literally that it can't reach from point 1 to point 2. Right, Brussels 4 is going to be this one right here. Is Brussels upgraded? Brussels is upgraded. So this is Brussels 4. Yes. And then I'm going to assume that's all plain sailing. So let's go back and look at the approach to Brussels. Okay, where are you coming from? Dortmund. This feels right. Yeah, that's Dortmund over there. Have I just goofed on a junction somewhere? Let's do all of this and see what that's made of. I tell you, electrics. You know? Yeah, I know. But you know, you have to. Especially when it's one you actually want to see. Okay, how long is this going to take me to fix, I wonder? It's going to be a couple of minutes, isn't it? Easily. Vehicles. Well, we got the... you're now rocking. So that's there, and we'll watch that in motion. I'm just because I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go like, oh, I want to see the thing. You'll be allowed to see the thing when you've made it work. Could not connect all the stations. That's saying Dortmund 3 is a problem. Dortmund under 12. Ah, hold on. I think I might have figured out why it's a problem. We did not upgrade Dortmund. Right then, well, this is going to resolve it all pretty much immediately, I would imagine. High speed, electrification, apply. Outdated, please use new station. Oh, this has the potential to, I'm going to use some technical language here, suck. This definitely has that potential. Flexible. Okay. All right. Flexible. Yeah. Still doesn't want to apply though, does it? No, it doesn't. So if we reduce the street length is already as reduced as it has the opportunity to be. Construction is not possible. Oh, I love life, and everything associated with it. Right, adjusting the style of road has done absolutely nothing for me. Platform spacing, again, no dice there. Maybe if we change the station era. Once again, no, that's not permissible either, which is a delight. Okay, is there anything else that we could possibly do that might make this work? I'm feeling it's a no. Don't make me use the new one. Underground track angle is really a total irrelevance at this point. What else have we got as far as opportunities are concerned? We could tell it to just get knotted and go back to using the basic station, given it is a straight line. I don't think that's going to work either, though. No, it's not going to work. Okay, so what we're about to do here is bulldoze the station. Perfect. Well, we've taken a left turn for the plans there, and obviously everything's still trying to come in. Let's try and head some stuff off, either at the pass or anywhere else for that matter, so that we can actually do this job. Oh, dearie me. Alright, anybody else coming in? You're coming in. Actually, you can stay put. Hang on. Right, and then once those two are out, we'll pause again, and then we'll get the bulldozer in action, and we're going to try and thread the needle and get a station in here. And that's going to be a big fat headache. Right, there we go. Kill it. Yep, do it. I know some of you say, no, you could have made that work. Hogwash. It fought me, and much like when you take on the law won. Right, there you go. Well, that'll fit. Yeah, I reckon even I can make that fit. We want 4 platforms. What were we running before? It looks like 320. Hold on, where's it gone? Evidently, I have pressed a button too far there. Right, let's. No, that's because you keep switching your fingers on the wrong key. There you go. That's it. In here. Right. All right. Okay, like that. Shrink the length of the road to. I think we're probably going to need to go for absolutely minimum. Now, this is not yet the right length of station. Too much curvature. Perfect. We're going to need to get rid of some of these bits of road because they're foxing it. Right, and if I want the connection the other side, oh, woe is me. This is going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah, a lot worse. Right, okay. Well, let's get the let us get the full length station as our plaything here. Let's hold down the don't collide with anything. We're going to need to move some track around. Don't start building now. Right, and then we'll do the same the other end. We're just going to have to fix it afterwards. Okay, this bus stop is a potential worry moment as well. Also, let's get the roads all set up. Let's go urban new as far as street style is concerned, because we might as well. What else have we got? I tell you what, we'll have a slightly more hip and with it station design. 1920 feels good. Electrification, that's why we're here in the first place. And then anything else that can make life more difficult. Oh no, end street, both, there we are, right. That has upped the difficulty to maximum. Let's see if we can make this work. Firstly, spin it around the other way. Again, you've pressed the wrong button. Move your hand, there you go, that'll stop you doing that again. Right, flipendo. Right, here we go. Now then, slight tweak on the angle. I don't care how many buildings I have to demolish and how much it costs. Alright, why is the construction not possible? Oh, hold on, we went yellow there for a sec. Yeah, okay, yeah. And can I interest you in complying at all? Oh, hold on, we're going to need the main street connection both, because I didn't think it was challenging enough. Have we still got electrification turned on? I'm not seeing any overheads anywhere, but all right, that looks like it should work. We're colliding there with the bus depot station. Bus. What's the problem, team? Team, speak to me. Now, if we look a little further down this way, we'll detect what the problem is. Right, if we go this way as much as possible, it would be really helpful actually if it stopped trying to connect onto there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll spend £1 million. Get out of it. Get rid of that, and then we're all clear. Let's see if that was the magic that we needed. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the magic that we needed. Oh, wait, whoa. That looked like it. Yeah, right there. That's it. I'll take it. Can we get any further? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. No, we can't. There we go. There it is. Place it. I think we have success. Kapla. Grand. Okay, good. Well, there you go. That turned out to be far less hazardous than I had expected. And since you've been here before, I suspect it was also quite a lot less hazardous than you'd expected as well. Right, you get around it up here. Off you go. You go round here, and I suspect I possibly had the means employed here where one would connect avec the other. Right. Did I? Is that a thing that I had? I'm not so sure. This looks like it's going to be a little bit more tricky, but there's only one real way to find out if that's true or not. And that's to do it. Okay, well, you've collided for starters, so yes, it's going to be more tricky. Well, if it's going to be more tricky, don't mess about. Relay it. And make it better. Ish. Give or take. There we are. Right, now then. Number one, come in here. Good. Right, number two, you come in here as well. This is the point at which I am going to miss some points here somewhere, and then there's going to be hell to pay. I'm pretty certain that will have gone that way, and this will have gone this way. Do you want to get over here? I rather suspect you do, but I equally suspect I would have tried some kind of caper like that for this, and if I didn't, I should have done, because that looks really good. Alright, and then this is going to come round onto here. Go on, do it. It's going to look great. No, don't give me collision. You really want that to work. Yeah. Hardcore. That's good too. That's all good. Right, we've got two flashy somethings or other. The Widdershins is still broken. If I was one for expletives, Widdershins, I'd be using them now. But today, I'm still in control. Do we need this connected on both sides? I can't remember. Is it going to do any harm if you make it happen anyway? I suppose not, and therefore we shall. Where's the snap point there? It's around here somewhere. Feels like there. And then at the other end, it's there. Good. All right. Oh, hello. Okay, right. Has that ruled out any of the... No, it hasn't. Oh, woe is me. Where are you coming in from? You've gone up here to Wolverhampton. Okay, let's follow this through. And then once you hit Wolverhampton, you really, really want to go to Dortmund. Okay, we can do that. So you've come in there, at which point there'll be... Yeah, here's a set of points. Look, you can come back this way. Let's set the upgrade on so we can see what we've missed. We can see what we've missed here. We can... It's totally going to show up. We're totally going to spot it, more or less immediately. That's Dortmund. Look, you want to come down over here. Ah, you want to come down over here. Okay, there we go. We turn one of the red ones not red. Excellent. And you know what? We'll do all of these as well in case it wants a second choice as far as its track is concerned. Right, okay, so you're coming in to Dortmund. Now, we've not locked this platform. Is that the most sensible way for it to go? I'm not so sure it is, you know. I think we set it to go for platform 3 at Dortmund. Right, and then you want to head for Brussels next. Now, the black line being in existence means that this works. If the black line ceases to exist, then it means that it has ceased to work. Right, we come round here, and apparently that's all fine. Now, I was a little bit wary about whether this curve that we've got here was fully electrified or not, but it does seem to be. This is Brussels. That's electrification. Moving on. And then it stops. Stops at Brussels. Right, okay, so from Brussels we're trying to get to Krakow, which is over there. Okay. Let's electrify a little bit more of that. Okay, no, that wasn't it. And then we get... Oh, hello. This will be the contender for Problem Maker. Result. Good. Right. Unpause. I'm going to need to put some signals in at Dortmund. You've got yourself all in a tiz there. You disembodied train. Turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Oh, unstop. There you go. I had frozen it in place just as well. It had lit up my my Problemtron, because otherwise I'd have been perplexed by that for a while, or I'd have just ignored it. Right, we'll stick one of those on there, and we'll stick another one on about here. You can have one there, just so it gets out of the platform, you know. Makes it feel like it's making progress, even though it's still got a little bit of waiting to do. We'll do the same thing this one, and the same thing that one. Evening. And then we will do one about here, and then we should have a signal block nearby. We have... Yeah, I guess that'll be okay. Right, okay, well, I'd kind of hoped to do more today, but it turns out there was an adventure in electrification instead. So here we are, one of the great early electrics is in place now. Ah, and it should have another one en route that may have already turned up. I tell you, it's shifting as well. It's outpacing the kernel cam. Let's recolour this. Hot pink. Now, some people may go for this kind of thing, but it's just not savoury. I think the green's a bit inappropriate as well. Don't just go for grey, because look, it looks great in grey. Everything looks great in grey. All right, this is not new news. It's going to be great. Also, you shouldn't have closed that down, because you're going to want to find the other one. Where it is. Right, where are you now? Well, I'm not seeing any overheads here, so evidently you've a little way to go yet. I'm not entirely sure where you are, but you're being held up behind the El Paso Eastern Counter Loop, which is heading for Brussels. Well, Brussels is at least on the path, so that's something. And then all we'll do is we'll just stick the replacement onto replace now, which has done nothing at all because it doesn't recognise. Yeah, it doesn't recognise that the second train can be replaced at this current time. Quite why? Oh, I guess it was because of the other passenger train ahead of it. Right, okay, that's going to finish us off for today. Another extended dance remix of Transport Fever for you, because there's always more to do. It doesn't matter how far ahead of the curve you think you've got. There's more curve ahead. Is that missing a wheel, or is it just the perspective of things? I'm going to suggest it isn't missing a wheel and it was instead perspective. You sure about that? No, it's definitely there, look. Okay, good. Right, anyway, next time around we will turn our attention back to goods. We've still got some more replacements that need doing, but frankly, it always ends up being a bit of an adventure when we do that, and we'll get into it. Hello, what's the problem? What's the problem? Train 38, Train 8 are having a moment. All right, 38, 8. One of us is on the wrong track. Facing the wrong way. You're there waiting for a drama as well. You're coming in. My goodness me, it is really, it's all happening here. You're facing the wrong way there, son. So, turn around. There you go. See how easily that was resolved. And it's once again, it's the AI going, that's all right, I've got this. I know exactly what you want out of this. I've got this sussed. And then you kind of go, you haven't. My goodness, look at this. Look at the number of steam trains we've got here. I mean, I figure you probably were doing already, but... No, hello again. You changed your mind and decided to come straight back. Well, that's mighty fine of you. Yeah, you see you're going two-way there on the same bit of track, which you're really not allowed to do. That's just not permissible. And obviously, I've broken it. Because nobody else is going to have broken it. You've come in on an inappropriate... No, hold on. It's this one you're looking at. Right there. The European balloon. Turn the black one off. We don't need that. Yes. You've got ahead of yourself because I've not laid in points for this to change track soon enough. I reckon we've got space enough to sneak these in, you know. There you go. If we do this... They are. See? Troubleshooted. Meanwhile, this thing is still sat here. What's the crisis you're having? Alright, get rid of that. That's fixed. Because you're having a crisis. What is it? You're waiting for this to clear out. Oh, I guess it's because everything else is still coming in at the moment. Anyway, look, here's our hero train for today, which leaves me in a completely appropriate position to say, why not subscribe to this series? Because there's still a bit to come. We're a good shake from having declared total victory here. As if I ever declare total victory. And then in the next episode, we're going to do something a little bit different than what we've done in the last two. Thank you for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Fling a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe because you enjoyed it. And I'll be back soon with yet more transport fevering, where the fever continues apace. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.